fam? Dark Angel's Journey, Shakira. Hey, it is a beautiful day. Sorry about the light bleed, but it is a beautiful day. Like, beautiful. I meditated, I've worked out. I have a bunch of things I need to do for mom today, appointments I need to take her to, so most likely will not be trading, but let's dig in and see what we can do in the meantime. Let's do some back testing on the time frames that I want to be trading on, and let's see if we can't find the model. My preference at this point is the breaker with a fair value gap and maybe an order block inside of there, and a shift, right? In either direction. Let's go. Kitty's hiding in the corner. Well, in the closet, technically. He has a spot that he likes to like just chill out and just like hide away from the world. All right, let's get tiny. All right, where are we right now in the universe? I'm going to use my backtesting just to look at the daily without any things. I think I will be cleaning up my new week opening gap and just deal with 60 days worth of it. I think it's getting a little crowded. All right, what have we done? We took out yesterday's lows and definitely didn't take out yesterday's highs. We've dug in. We're digging into this fair value gap here. So, wouldn't be strange for them to want to dig further into that. We are pretty much just going sideways at the moment. Look at the range that we've traveled through this. So, in my mind, we're just about at the halfway point. Dig in here to this bullish order block, technically, and then we'll see how they behave when they come into a discount to go up. So fair value gap, and then we also have a fair value gap and a volume imbalance up top here. So things for them to go up and when they're ready to pop up and decide what they want to do. So those are the two main things that I'm looking at for the moment until we break through here, in which case we'll start digging into this fair value gap and bullish order block right here. Cool. So let's take a look at what's actually happening. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. All right, so we've been making our way at specified buy side up here. They haven't made any attempts to go up there. Let me delete that, clean up a little bit. They've busted through. They've dropped into this order block right down here, which I have, oops, let me pull this down, sorry. So we're between these two order blocks right now, still bullish. We've got this big wick to contend with, which I think we're about mean thresholds at the end of that order block. Let's double check. Just a little bit below it, so not so bad. Sorry. And fair value gap down below here on the 1 hour. But as you saw, they were holding us in check quite a bit yesterday. And pity. Maybe I could have caught something here while I was at the dentist. And they dug right into this wake. And right now we're just sort of hanging out inside of this new week opening gap. We're at the midpoint of that. Here's the end point, the small one that's close by. We've learned with ICT, like when they're so close together, they tend to hold it in consolidation. So we'll see how that behaves. So we had this shift yesterday, so we'll see how they behave. If they want to continue on down. If you hear like a beeping sound, I need to replace the block that I'm using to protect my electronics here. So it just started acting up. All right, on the 1 hour, 15 minute, let's see what we've done. So I'd specified this sell side. They took it out. London was like, forget you, bye, out. So I'm not gonna done. So they offered buy side BISI here. They tapped into it a little bit, but then they properly rebalanced it here. And now they're basically meandering around inside of this and then using it as support, resistance, I should say, on the 15-minute, but we are inside a bullish order block. So let's see. Okay. Clean up to do here. So what have they done on the, let's just take a quick look. What have they done? Oh, this is ugly. I mean, really, really ugly. Like, what is this? Okay, so let's see. 120. This is the insanity of the morning. On Monday. Let's do a little cleanup. And then we were just hanging out inside this new week opening gap. And finally, once they broke onto here, honestly, take out this annoyingly long, boring area they've been hanging out in. Let me see what this looks like on the 1 minute. They give us something juicy. Ugh, look at that. Are we serious right now? Shift. I guess we could say. Ugh, I can't even see that. Like, looking at that on the 1 minute is just. Let's go back to the 5. Ugh, it's just ridiculous. I can't even focus on it. Isn't that terrible? When they shifted here, they left a fair value gap. They didn't come back into it. They came back up into this fair value gap right here. So let's see. And I gotta get used to it that the fair value gap itself is enough for an entry and it doesn't need like an order block to be right next to it. I still don't have that. Okay, so once they came in here, we started to see them supporting it. 50%, let's see, could we have gotten like a short position midway with an 8-tick stop? Oh my goodness. Why, yes, we could have. And then, of course, aiming for that beautiful, look at that, beautiful. Well, I was at a dentist, so it's not like I could have caught that. In any case, what we have right now is gross. It's more of the same grossness, no touchy. I don't think there's any news today. Yeah, there's nothing exciting happening. I guess FOMC person talking at 8:30. Again, it's another day I'm not going to be able to trade. I got to take monitor appointments. Yesterday was for me. Today's for her. With that being said, let's do a little testing. Ugh, chop. Oh, let me just take a look at the monthly on this thing. Oh, my goodness. Bearish month. Let's take a look at the seasonal tendency really quickly. So, yep. So we're in a point in time where things like to drop. Look at that. Yeah. We're like a down portion of the season until let's take those out. Let's try for the longer years. Yeah, so we're in a downtrend. Looks like we're coming up on a spot where it likes to pop up a little bit and then drop some more. So the seasonal, S&P seasonal May. We're inside that drop. Looks like we're about to turn. Interesting. All right, well, whatever the case. So we are going sideways. See what the weekly looks like. Oops. And look at that. Beautiful sideways, huge consolidation. Just all right. Well, let's get our replay on. We're going to get all Stevie Wonder like we used to. Pew, pew, pew. Click. How far back did we get? Oof. January 17th, Tuesday. Okay. Question. Let's see if we can get down to a 5-minute on that one. Can we get down to a 2 minute? Okay. Nope. 3 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes is too low. For that, we're gonna have to do that again and maybe not go back so far. Let's just okay. So hey, it's Monday. It's my birthday coming up. Woo! Okay. Oh, it would have from this timeline. It would be coming. All right. So since we're in the week of April 10th, let's back up calendar wise. Let's go the week of April. Don't do that. Okay. That's April 3rd. Let's go another week. Okay. Sorry about that. Gotta work on my navigation on this thing. So let's do the week of April 10th. We want. Oh, how did I change it from the week? All right, whatever. So we're on April 10th. It's a bank holiday, so let's try and trade the 11th. Anything juicy? No. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's move it forward one day. Oof, that's a dead day. Look at it. Dead, dead as a doornail. Dead, 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 dead. All right, let's drop down to, well, let's see. What do we have above? Well, we're inside of this fair value gap. On the daily, you're just hanging out in here, enjoying the rebalancing of that. So, not bother with that. That fair value gap down there. Let's bring that over. We've got order block right here. Bearish. So let's note that. Alrighty. And we've already climbed up into this thing right here. So let's see. I don't know. With a day like that, man, it's looking pretty rough. So let's start with the 7 o'clock time frame and see what we could do. Okay. So on the 1 hour, we're enjoying the styling of this fair value gap. Let's give it a different color just for funsies. Let's make that lighter. Okay. And this order block right here. Oops, take the auto off. And this, oh, well, it's noted here. So we're good. Bring that back on the 1 hour and relative equal lows below here. Those are juicy areas for sell stops to be hanging out right there. And let's drop down to the 15 minutes. Okay, we're coming up on 6:45. All right. And so juicy up here, taken. We've reached up in. Have we hit a point where we can find something? I'm just looking for 5 handles. So taking all of that. And technically had a shift. There's a shift under here. So, let's see. How low can I go? 2 minutes? Can I go 2 minutes? Okay, let's try for the 2 minutes. Okay. So we have definitely had a shift here. No break. We have a little one right here. Okay. Don't know if this counts, but higher high, shift. Lowest red candle, which should be the breaker. Well, I would assume all of this is the breaker. Right here. So, bearish breaker, like so. I'm curious, does this thing know? It does not. Okay. So, equal lows here, and here is where I think it's coming down. So where are we doing? We're inside, we've taken out this volume imbalance. There's this guy up here. My preference would be for them to come up for a short. Let's guesstimate this. So if we did that, 8 ticks would be about there. So, and then we're coming down to here. And then if we were to put a fibbity fib on it, also let's think about premium and discount, right? Let's go to the 5 minutes. So that leg, right? So from here to here, right? We have to come back into, and actually let's use the fib for this, right? So technically I needed to come back all the way up here for, and there's a fair value gap right here. So let's assume we get a little higher for an actual decent entry to come back down this way. Otherwise it's not going to work for me. Okay, let's see. Let's go back down to the 2 minutes. Okay. Climbing back up to that. Didn't bother to tap it and it broke in. What time is it? 7:04. Okay, so now we have a new structure to work with. So I have a shift here, and we've got volume imbalance here. So no guarantee it might be just too close and not going to come all the way back up. Now, like that. There's another one up here. Given the drop, I don't think they're going to come all the way back up. So let's see if we can get something from there. Okay. Oh, let's take that off. Get what we want anyway. Too close to the thing, so whatever I want is pretty much dead anyway. I'm just gonna take it out. And there it is. Sometimes like understanding the entries that don't quite match what I'm looking for can be somewhat frustrating. Okay, so fair value gap stuff right here. Let's go back up to the higher time frame and see what we're working with. So we've just been in this consolidation. We drew to swang us and then drop. So far, the main thing is a long, I think. And we're just coming back down into this. So let's see if they're, well, it's kind of been all over the place, but we're currently long biased, right? So let's see what they do at this bullish order block right here. Got assess, right? Fair value gap. So they're about to drop out of the time frame that I want to do anything about anything. So we're here. So if I go up to the 15-minute, higher time frames are very important. So we have this order block right here, fair value gap. Wait and see what we're doing here. So let's like see what happens. Maybe something will jump out at us. Oh, so let me note the whole thing. Should make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, so that's the whole order block. All right. So didn't get anything there. Let's And you know what I haven't been doing this whole time is checking what's going on with the other two pairs, because those are indicators too. Very good indicators. And if there's like a six sister opportunity, I want to know about it. Oops. Absolutely, I want to know about it. Oh, oof, might have to pause. I have to go to the potty. Okay, let's see what you're doing. Yeah, I'm gonna pause. All right, I am back. Anyway, so let's see, where were we? Adding these guys in. Let me see what's going on. All right, so we have, okay, these lows have already been taken out. Those, okay, so we have no six sister. Everybody's in alignment. All right, we'll come back. Where are you? So, okay. All right, so let's bring this over so you can see. Will this make it easier? Sort of, not really. All right, so we have all of this down here to play with. Okay, so let's do an analysis on the 15 minutes. All right, let me get my brain recalibrated. Nice big. We have all of this mush for them to come back into and make a decision. You know what? I'm gonna wait and see what I get. I'm waiting on 10 o'clock. Let's push this forward to 10 o'clock. Okay, so let's take a look at the 2 minutes. Time is it? It's almost 9. Okay, oops. So this bullish order block just did its job. Okay, so we came down to it. We had a shift. We have a fair value gap right here. Right there. And could that have been 5 handles? Like if we'd said, because here's the order block, did we get all the way to it? Because I've been like wanting the entry right there. My 8 tick stop right there. And I want 22 ticks. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have a shift. No breaker for me. Well, low, lower low, through. It's a stretch, isn't it? Low, lower low. Or was it high, higher, high, traded through? I don't know. Whatever. That doesn't make sense. So that's not it. It's just a shift, return, go. Not my fave, but there it is. All right, so this did work technically here, down, and we're done with that one. So we're heading towards, what time is it? Okay, let's see what happens to 9:30. I'm just gonna move preps. We've got a volume imbalance right here. Digging into that. 9:30. Showing them how it's done. All right. That's why we wait. So coming down. Choppy choppy. Choppy choppy. What in the world? This order block is getting a lot of love today. Oh, let's get rid of this sell side. It's already been used. Confusing me. So I'm waiting for 10 o'clock. So a lot of all that chop chop. Almost like, all right, so we have a shift. Let's look at this on the 5 minute. So we're coming back to this order block. Let's keep it in line here. All right, we just hit 10 o'clock. What do we have to work with? So back of this order block, we've got sell side under here for all the folks who went long and didn't, take their profits. So They've also taken out all the folks who went long here and here and here. Is that enough? All right, let's see. This is all very, there's nothing for me to, there's no fair value gaps in here. This is all very no touchy. Still, I need a clear. Okay. I need a clear. If we're going down, then okay, waiting for that to get taken out. Take that off. So still no fair value gaps to play with. Just plain old, let's go up to the higher time frames. See? No touchy. What's that? It's just ridiculous. Okay, so now we had a shift. Finally a fair value gap to play with. Let's see. On the 5-minute. The 2. All right, so what do we have? We have, they've taken out here. They didn't take out all of that. They took out these guys with that run, and then these guys took out that guy. Is that enough? Let's see. We've got volume imbalance in here, fair value gap up here. Let's see, can I get, so my 8 tick would take me just below that, and we'll aim for digging into some equal relative equal highs up there. So let's see if we can't get up here. Minimum, right? So let's see what happens. Coming down. Now I run the risk of it tapping the top of it and then just going, because order block's here. But with this volume imbalance, I feel like, oh, okay. So if bye. It's a very strong run. I'm probably wrong, but just watching it. Okay. Don't like it. It's very short focused, but we're hanging out here. So if we get, yeah, we going to flatten and take our licks. Should have been $100 because that's what it was. It would have been. So let's go back to our 5-minute. All right, so what do we have? It's still choppy and gross. It wasn't perfect. Should have waited for them to take this out. I'm just gonna wait. It's. So we had a shift here. There's a fair value gap up here. So maybe it should be a short. I don't know. This is very, they've just tapped into this order block. So gotta watch what they do. Like they gotta make something into, they're turning this into support. I'm going long again. It looks like it, doesn't it? Fair value gap right here. So the other thing I need to do is learn to follow my instincts. Like when my instinct says press the button and go long, press the button and go long. It was just telling me that just now, right? On this candle, and I didn't do it. So I'm not going to press it right now because we're still very choppy. But volume imbalance right here. Shift, not the best. Does this look better on a 3-minute maybe? Is it past 11? No touchy. This is all just awful crap. So let's push time forward and maybe we'll see something clearer. But see that's what on this candle it said I should go long. Now, could I have gotten 5 handles from that? Right? 22 is what I was generally looking for, and that's a yes. Now it gave me another opportunity here at the order block. I still didn't take it. So now I'm still sitting on that. And that happens to me a lot. Well, let's continue. Wait for the afternoon. Let's get something more significant. Still very messy. Look at this. Just really difficult. So I've taken stuff out. There's more here. Probably gonna take that out to dig in. All right, so what time is this? 11:50. What's that look like? So now we have a better shift taken. Came back down to this fair value gap and order block. Sometimes I just need to go candle by candle and then see if something's there. 8 ticks, looking for that. We would have been looking for above that. I mean, technically, relative equal highs up here to more, obviously, but other things to note, right? Let's look at from this range to here. They had to come back into here for an optimal trade entry too, which they did. And now it's going up. But this is the lunchtime and I've missed it. So, it is what it is. And nice strong green candle. Boom. Beautiful. So something that I need to consistently test out, right? All right, so missed that. Let's wait. Let's go down to, all right, wait. So we have another shift here. They're coming back down. Let's head over to 2 o'clock. Just let 2 o'clock roll around. Okay. I've gone to lunch. And then we'll close. All right, so 2 o'clock has rolled around for this day's trading. We have this guy. We're rolling up to this bearish order block. I mean, we've gone bullish for the moment. So let's see what this looks like on the 2-minute. What can I do? All right, so got a low, lower low, shifted through. Do we have a breaker right here? Let's see what this thing thinks. Don't like it. I don't think I'll use it. So we have continuation. We have a fair value gap. We have a volume imbalance right here. Lots of volume, massively. Let's look at the 5-minute. It's still gross. This is like gross price action. This is high resistance price action. Okay, so see, my preference would be for them to come down to here and then continue on up to hit that sell side. So obviously I'm not, oops, did that negate everything? Okay, good. That was gonna knock me out. So they obviously came and tapped the volume imbalance, which is, I prefer if they took the whole thing, but I'll miss out on a lot of trades like that. So 22 ticks, 22, 23 ticks with an 8 tick stop loss. Oh, not you, don't move, 8. So I wanted them to take most of that. There's another one down here. I want to be below that little room. Tiny bit of room. Choppy. So and so that was the entry. So something to work with. Work with the top of the volume imbalance and go from there. All right, so we're still in 2 o'clock. Let's roll back up to the higher time frame. Let's take this off for a hot second and see where we could go. So we don't have a fair value gap in here. We've been meandering about inside of that one. So let's take that off. And we've just hit this bearish order block. So my general expectation is, let's drop to the 50-minute, is to have some kind of reaction from here. So let's take a look over here. What do we have? Yeah. So we've just hit this order block. There's no fair value gap there. Nothing. Small tiny one up here. Small tiny one up here that's been traded into. So let's see the reaction. If they give us something to work with, maybe we can drop down to the, maybe we can take a short. Let's see if they give us something. Right now it's all bullish. They'd have to give me a proper shift. So what time is it? 2:36. Oof, they just made relative equal highs. They're definitely going to take that out. Okay, so are we just coming back down to this? See how they behave here. Now, if I'm going to look at this price leg, they'd have to come all the way right down here for me to want to get in here. Stick around on 5-minute. From this level to that level, yeah. So let's see if they do. No fair value gap for me to get in on, at least not there. Okay. Coming back down to where I would want to take an entry. Fair value gap right here. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's pretend that we did actually get in on this. So my entry would have been there. It takes us below there, and let's try and get 22 ticks on the long. I don't know. Let's see. If I get another opportunity, it came back down to it. Maybe they're coming back down to this volume imbalance. I don't know. What does my insides tell me? Like, what do the instincts tell me? What does this look like on a 5-minute? So right now, you just come back down into this order block. We haven't closed a candle. No fair value gap except for this volume imbalance down here that we've tapped once. Maybe I'll wait for the volume imbalance. Let's see. And maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, definitely wrong. So, oops, actually didn't mean to press that. Because I should have bought, well, this is the general vicinity, but here, in between here. So now we're just going to see if we can get, they're going to take those out. I expect this to remain open. Okay, just took it out. Oh, shots fired. Okay. So, per my own personal rules, if it busts past this section, if it closes the candle below that, I will close this trade. All right. Looks like we might be okay. Oof, they're testing it too much. All right, I'm flattening. All right, so we've taken out. Yeah, we don't need that. So what have we done? Okay, let's take this out. All right, we've taken out. 1 second here. we've taken out, and let's go back up to the higher time frame. Right. So obviously it gets taken out, and that's why I had that rule. Like if it doesn't do, it didn't make it to the 250. Maybe I should have just taken the 187 just to clean up. But right now we've taken out the buy side here. We're at this bearish order block on the higher time frame. I was generally expecting a short, but for some reason my brain said long. And now they're going to give us an opportunity for a short. So let's take out these lows and come back down to this volume imbalance, right? So let's see. Do we get... So they left this fair value gap after this shift that I didn't pay attention to. And now they're probably just going to drop precipitously. Yep. And would that have been 20 ticks from this volume imbalance? 8 ticks. 22's right there. Not bad. All right, guys, let's end this one. I got to start my day job. The things that pay the job that pays the bills. Happy Tuesday. Trade safely. Keep practicing just like I am. Shakira out.